I would have licked clean every inch of Tim Burton's house if it meant I could get my hands on tickets to the Danny Elfman Nightmare Before Christmas concert. Thankfully, I did not need to go to such extremes. I really wanted, of course, to go to the Nightmare Before Christmas concert. It's a screening of the film with a live orchestra, including Danny Elfman, Catherine O'Hara and Ken Page. But all of the good tickets were sold out, and I don't like crowds. I didn't really want to sit at the very back where I couldn't see anything. I'd given up all hope with going to see it. And then out of the blue I was contacted by SSC Rewards, offering me a couple of tickets in exchange for some social media posts. And I thought, I really want to see this. I would be talking about it excessively on Twitter anyway. I'm always happy to discuss Tim Burton. This seems like a win-win situation. 100% accurate, this was a win-win situation. If you follow me on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, you may have seen me posting about this recently, and this is kind of the last installment of this. So I'm going to talk about the show itself, but I'm also kind of contractually obliged to discuss some of the benefits of SSC Rewards, and I'm very happy to do that because I did thoroughly enjoy this experience, and there are specific reasons pertaining to my own anxieties why this worked out exceptionally well for me. So let's go through this chronologically. I've already explained what the performance was. It was on for 2 nights. The date that I'm recording this is the second and final night. It was also at the SSE Arena in Glasgow for the Monday and Tuesday. I saw it on the Wednesday in London at Wembley. And the SSE Rewards experience, it's the VIP experience, and you enter through a completely separate entrance, which first of all was a relief, because when I approached Wembley Stadium, Wembley Arena, sorry, I've never been to the arena, and there was already a massive queue. This was at 6 o'clock, show starts at 8, and my heart started racing. I do have very bad crowd-based anxiety. I've missed out on a lot of great show-based opportunities because I can't handle crowds, and Wembley seats 12,000 people, so for me, that's a big deal, and one of the reasons why I didn't buy tickets that were kind of amidst all of that. But you go around the side and there's a lovely little walkway. It's very plush, very nice, and you are taken through to the lounge area, and this seats 30 people maybe, so that's really limiting the crowds. It's a really nice atmosphere. It's really nice when you rock up to the show early and you can go somewhere and just enjoy a drink and some quiet time beforehand. Staff were very friendly. Off the top of my head, I don't know how much these tickets would have been, but I will find out that information and put it in the description in case you're interested in what the value of this experience would be. But I'd like to say it's pretty invaluable. But yeah, so you have the benefits of the SSE lounge beforehand, which means I can stay completely away from the crowds. And my goodness, the seats are literally the best in-house. I was in W4A, I think, and there are 3 separate tables, each one seating up to 4 people, and it is literally at the stage. I will probably have some footage on screen just now so you can see this is not zoomed in footage. This is how close, the close proximity I was with the stage. And then you can see the crowds all behind it, and it's yeah, so on the one hand it was fantastic being that close to the stage, but at the same time not being in the heart of that hustle and bustle really made a difference for me. The other benefit as well meant that I was right opposite the toilets in a quieter part of the building, and I pee a lot, and there were also toilets up near the lounge as well, and that means no excessive queues, and that is seems like a minor thing, but it's, when you've got anxiety, it's a bloomin' good thing. Okay, so the show itself, oh my goodness, I am obviously a big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton is my greatest of all inspirations in life ever, and as I said, I was desperate to go to this, but there were various factors why in the end I couldn't, or so I thought. But they screen the film on the big screen, and then they have 4 singers filling in most of the singing parts, but then you have Danny Elfman singing, of course, Jack Skellington. He is the voice of Jack Skellington's vocals, and then Catherine O'Hara comes on and does Sally, and hearing her sing Simply Meant to Be, oh gosh, it is incredible. And Ken Page comes on and does Oogie Boogie, and I will be honest, one of the most entertaining performances ever. This is the first time that I've seen Danny Elfman in the flesh, as it were, and what I love most about him is his energy. He is Needless to say, he's got a 30+ year friendship with Tim Burton, and you could really see how that works. I know there was a blip for a couple of years where they didn't really work together, but you can see how that relationship would work really well, and how together they have given us some of the greatest soundtracks, in my opinion, of all time. And watching Elfman perform, you can see a real passion for what he is doing, and he makes it his own. He did something at the very, very end. He did a rendition of one of the songs, which I won't spoil just in case they do tour it again for the 30th anniversary in 2024. But the way he made it his own, and he's so charismatic and one of the most brilliant entertainers I've ever seen, and he just gave it a whole new style. So is it worth it? As I said, if you have anxiety, this is a brilliant opportunity for you to go and see something while eliminating most of that kind of fear. I don't care about the VIP aspect. I don't like to be treated differently in life. I like to be hidden and masked and just ushered in with everybody else. But when that everybody else constitutes 12,000 people, I will take the opportunity to kind of slide away from all of that and actually enjoy having a bit of breathing space. There was actually merchandising available. There were a couple of Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirts and jumpers, and unfortunately the queue was hectic. Now, I have no patience at the best of times, but to stand in a massive queue surrounded by people for a t-shirt unfortunately didn't happen for me, but the merchandising was nice. So if you do get to go to this concert at some point, look out for the t-shirts. Thank you very, very much to SSC Rewards for this opportunity. I mean, when I got the email, I thought, you're making my dream come true. I was so desperate to go, but as I said, various factors were stopping me, and I was more than happy to do my bit when it came to social media posts. Absolutely, completely over the moon. Did weep a little bit when I got home last night after the show. Completely loved it. Definitely check out the SSC Rewards experience, particularly if you've avoided going to see shows because of the same reasons that I have. I promise you won't be disappointed. Obviously, if you do get a chance to see this kind of concert, go and see it. Danny Elfman is like nobody else I've ever seen on stage.